or welcome back everybody. My name is Brittany and I am a new mom, an army wife, and a creative entrepreneur. Today I am going to be making a step-by-step video for you guys of how I am doing my iOS 14 custom aesthetic home screen customization. You know, I make videos for busy and ambitious, purpose-driven moms and young women who want to live a more intentional and balanced life. So if you're interested in any of this, keep watching. Okay guys, so I'm really excited to get into this. Quick little backstory. I had the iPhone XS Max and I think maybe one day I just dropped it wrong and something in the motherboard must have broken and it just decided to stop connecting to my cellular service. I brought it into the Apple store and they said there was no hope and that I was better off just buying a new phone. So what we did was, my husband doesn't work from his phone at all really. He gave me his iPhone 11 and he just downgraded to the new iPhone SE and it worked out. So now here I am, and I'm going to customize this phone because, ew. Let's just get straight into it. First and foremost, this is what my phone currently looks like right here. I want to change the app icons to something more true to the original app icon so that I can know what I'm looking at because I'm still not used to it. I'm like, oh, where's Gmail? Where's this? Where's Asana? Where's Instagram? So I want to do that. I'll speak more on that later, but yes, let's just jump straight into the tutorial. I highly recommend watching as you are customizing if this is your first time doing this, and just pausing and like kind of rewinding as you go. So first and foremost, the first thing that you need to have in order to do this is obviously iOS 14 or later. If you do not currently have it, you'll just go to your settings, general, and software update, and it will be right there. You can download and install it. And I would suggest doing this overnight or maybe just doing it and leaving your phone and going to do something else in the meantime. Once you have that downloaded, this is an optional step, but this is what I like to do because I like to plan things out roughly before I really get into them and start designing them. I'm like this with my branding clients. I'm like this with photo shoots. I'm like this with video shoots, and this video right here is a great example. Everything I do, I like to plan first, literally everything in my life. So what I did was I created a rough sketch of how I want to organize every single page. Because I already had this done on my last phone and I lived with it for a little while, I kind of have an idea of what works for me and what doesn't, right? So, and how I want to organize it. This will obviously be subjective as far as what you do on your phone, what you use it for, what your lifestyle is like, you know, etc. So I knew that I wanted to have 5 pages on my phone. I'm only going to do 4 of them with you today. Stay tuned for my next iOS customization video and you'll see what the 5th one is about. It's going to be really fun. So the first page is going to be like my essentials. It's going to be a lot of the apps that come along with iPhone. So my calendar, my clock, my weather, and I'm gonna have like some widgets in there of like a calendar, time, and probably a picture of my daughter. Second page I'm going to have designated as my business page with all my business apps, business to-do list, business calendar, etc. My third page is going to be social. It's gonna have an inspiring quote and, you know, all my social apps and things like that. And then the last page will be my vision board, which is the fun part about this iOS 14 update. Just like couldn't have come at a better time, and really utilize this to make your life more streamlined and automated because you can do so much with it. So here's a quick little sketch. What I did, I just drew out the 5 pages. Step number 1, or technically iOS update is step number 1. That's step number 2. Step number 3 is you want to create all your shortcuts for your app. So right now you guys will see on the screen right here that I have all of the apps that I want to use. I downloaded them all last night. I haven't touched anything else. And first thing I'm going to do is create the shortcuts for all the apps that I want shortcuts for. So I wrote down a list in my notebook for all of them because it's easier to do that sometimes, to look at something separate while you're working on your phone than to keep like going back and forth in your phone. Okay, so the only way that you are able to get these customized icons on your home screen is by creating shortcuts for the apps. To do that, you want to open up your Shortcuts app. It is free, so if you don't already have it on your phone, just go to the App Store and download it. And then when you open up the Shortcuts app, you want to go to Open App and then search for all the apps that you want to have on your home screen. Select them. You have to do them individually and then give them a shortcut name. This name right here is going to be the name that shows up only in your Shortcuts app. You'll see in a second what I'm talking about. So like right there. And then what you want to do to create the customized icons is open up the app, click the 3 dots in the top right corner, press add to home screen, click the icon on the bottom where it says Instagram next to it, and this will open up a browser for you to choose the photo that you want to use as the icon cover. Select the image that you want to use for the icon. Then you have the option to change the name if you'd like to change the appearance or what it says. And when you're done with that, just click add and it should be added to your home screen. Voila. Then you just want to repeat this step for every single app. This is time consuming, but it is worth it in the end, I promise. Okay, so the next step, after you have downloaded all of your apps, you have created the shortcuts in the Shortcuts app for all of the apps. You've changed the icon and you've changed the name and you've added them to your home screen. Next, you want to hide all of the apps that you no longer want to be on your home screen. Now, there's two ways to do this. You can either, one, hide the full page, like I'm going to show you right now. So what you would do is click on and hold down any app so that you can toggle the home screen. Press Edit Home Screen. When it's all toggling, you're going to go to the dots on the bottom of the screen, press those, and you'll just uncheck the pages that you no longer want to be there. That will fully hide those pages. Then you'll go and press Done. So now I'm going to press Done again. You might wonder if you're new to this, where did they go? So now you have an app library. If you swipe to the left while you're on your last page, you'll see your app library, and this is where all of your apps are housed. I actually don't think that you can customize this very much as far as what the folders are. They automatically just go into the folders. Whenever I need an app that's not on my home screen, you just type it in here, or you can just look at the whole list. They're in alphabetical order. Now, the other way to do it would be to do one by one. Let's say you just want to do these right here, these messenger ones that I messed up. Hold it down, edit home screen, press the minus sign. If it's a shortcut that you messed up on, you'll just press delete, which was that one. This one was another one that I messed up on. I'm gonna press delete. And then over here, these, sorry, excuse Sage. Shh. These, I am going to press this. Don't press delete app when it's an actual app and not a shortcut, because it will delete it from your phone. What you want to do is just press remove from home screen and it sends it right to the library. That was preview, just to show you guys that it doesn't actually delete it. You see, and then here it is right here. Okay, so just continue doing that until you get them all off of the home screen. Alright, so now I have only the apps that I actually want on my home screens here. Next step, and this is, I believe, step number 4. First step was iOS. Second step was to create a sketch. Third step was to create your shortcuts. Fourth step was to change your icons and add them to your home screen for the shortcuts. Fifth step, sorry, was hide your pages of the icons that you don't want, or the apps that you don't want on your home screen, and to move them to your app library. And then sixth step is going to be Widgetsmith. This is where you get those really cool, like, big quotes that you saw on my thing right here, or the calendar and things like that. So this is an app. You're going to need to download it. It is a free app, and you're going to search in Widgetsmith. Get a feel for the app. It has small widgets, which are just squares, which take up a 2x2 row if we're talking in scale of a regular app. Then we have medium widgets, which is long in width, but not so much in height. I think it's like 2x4. And then a large widget, which takes up pretty much the whole screen, but it leaves enough space for one row of icons or apps underneath it. I will show you guys one example, and then I'll go ahead and just do all of mine in a quick montage, time lapse, whatever it's called. Someone let me know below what they're called. Okay, so I already added my calendar. I already added my Sage widget and my time widget. Next, I want to add an inspirational quote that's going to go on my social media page. So I want that one to be a small one, so let's add a small widget. Click on it again. I'm gonna go down to photo. I'm gonna click selected photo and choose the photo that I want. Adjust image, save. I'm gonna type the name. It's a quote. So now let's start adding them to the home screen. Okay, so I'm just gonna start here. You're gonna toggle down, press add, the plus sign, search Widgetsmith. And then you're going to choose which widget size that you want to add on this page. So you have to remember what size it was. So that was a small one. I'm going to click small, add widget, and boom, it's added to the page. Now I'm just going to continue doing that for all of the widgets. Okay, so now I know that I only wanted 3 small widgets on my home screen, but they all looked like the exact same, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to toggle down on it again and edit home screen. Click on it, and then it's going to pop up with this box, and you're going to click on where it says widget quote, and then you just choose which small widget you want. So on the first page, I'm going to do small number 1, which was my time, and then I'm going to change one of them to Sage. Okay, cool. So I know that I want the time and the Sage one on my first page, and I want this one on my second page, so I'm just going to go ahead and move that now. Then I'm going to go ahead and add the calendar one. which was a medium widget. Perfect. So that's all I wanted on my first page. So now I'm gonna move all of the apps that I want on my first page. So business page is essentially just going to be all my business apps, to-do lists. And on my social page, I'm gonna add that to-do list widget that I added into my reminders list. We're gonna go to Widgetsmith. So you wanna click reminders, okay? And then you're gonna go to filters, you're gonna go to lists. Uncheck all of the ones besides the one that you do want to put on there. Then you go back, then go back to your home screen, edit widget, click on the list, bada boom, it's all done. That's pretty much all I wanna do as far as that goes. Next, I'm gonna show you guys how I make my vision board on my phone. First page is my essentials, as you see right here. Then I got my business page, and then we have my social page. So I'm actually gonna set my background right now. I would probably advise doing that first, but I didn't, so whatever. Okay, so next we're gonna do our vision board. Okay. Last, but certainly not least, is the funnest part of all my favorite part. And we're gonna create a vision board. Okay, so first and foremost, you need to have a Pinterest account. If you don't have a Pinterest account, are you living under a rock? Because what? Pinterest is life. Seriously though, go and make a Pinterest account if you don't have one already. Make sure the app is downloaded on your phone and that you're logged in. Next, you're going to add the Pinterest widget to your home screen. So I'll bring you right into doing that. You're gonna toggle your home screen like we've been doing this whole time, press the plus sign. Search in widgets for Pinterest, and you're gonna choose the size that you want. In my sketch, I know that I wanted to have a big one and 2 small ones underneath. So I'm gonna do add widget. I'm gonna move this to a new page. Then I'm gonna add 2 more small ones. All right. Now what you're gonna wanna do, really you should have probably done this before this, but because I already have the boards created, I forgot to say that first. You want to create boards for however many boards you want to have. So personally, I didn't want to have the same board be used for multiple widgets. So I created 3 separate boards. I created one for inspiration images for my future dream, like dream home inspo and travel inspo. And then I created one more of like just mood aesthetic inspo. And then the third one is going to be quotes, inspirational quotes, quotes that really, you know, strike a chord in me, quotes that I want to read every day. I created iPhone vision board. There's one with all of my images from the travel and dream home inspiration. Then I have quotes, and I kept this all within the same aesthetic. So, you know, if you're not too familiar with Pinterest, whenever you go to search something, I always put aesthetic at the end if I'm looking for a certain type of vibe, but I can't put it into words. Maybe like brown aesthetic, Tumblr aesthetic, 90s aesthetic, neutral aesthetic, boho aesthetic, you know, you get the feel. And then you scroll down and it'll show you a bunch of different images and things that fit that whole vibe, so it's the best. And then I created my third one, which is creamy browns mood. This is actually a board I've had for a while, but this is like just so my vibe right now. So I'm adding that to my vision board because it just gets me in a real creative headspace. All right, once you have your boards created, you're gonna toggle them, edit widget, and then you're going to choose the board where it says board. And then I know that I want to do the iPhone vision board in this one. And you can choose to update it hourly or daily. So the image will switch either every hour or every day. I want it to be every hour because I get very bored and complacent with things, especially when they look the same. I just subconsciously dismiss them. And I don't want to do that. I really want to take in this inspiration every single day. So I want it to be something new and fresh pretty much every single time I open up my phone. So I'm choosing hourly, and then I like that a lot. All right, then let's see. We're gonna choose the other 2. This one is gonna be quotes. I forgot what I called it. iPhone quotes, I think. Oh my God, I have so many boards, it's not even funny. Let's just search for it. There we go. And then this one's gonna be the vision board. Let's see if it randomly chooses 3 that go well together or not. This one doesn't really fit, but whatever. Okay, so that you get the picture. I'll show you guys right here. This is what the finished product looks like. So I thought it was really, really cute and like just such a nice way to get some good inspiration in on your phone, right? Actually, I got this idea from Vanessa Lau. I love her video. She did a video very similar to this, but I'm kind of doing my own little spin on it. She only used one Pinterest board and like put it in all the widgets. I'm doing 3 different ones, and then I will have a surprise for you guys next week. I'm gonna show you how to add a brand identity sheet onto your iPhone. But yeah, I hope that this was super helpful for you guys and that, you know, it kind of sparked some inspiration in you guys. If it did help you out, please share this video with a friend. It would really help my channel out. I am trying so hard and putting in so much work to bring you guys like valuable content that can just make your life way more streamlined and more enjoyable and help you live a more purposeful and balanced and intentional life. Oh my god, it sounds like I'm on an infomercial, but I'm so serious. Like this video took me so long to record today because of balancing nap time and being a mom and all that good stuff. It's not easy. I'm so passionate about this stuff and doing what God has like placed upon my like life and the gifts that he's given to me and giving back to you guys. So if you could support by sharing this with a friend, that would mean the world to me. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in my next video next week. Bye bye.